Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of FTWGT Weekly. It's your boy, Lenny, joined with my partner in podcasting, D'Angelo.
Yo.
And my producer extraordinaire, as always, Dante, the man in the closet, on every Monday. And we are joining you today with a special edition of FTWGT Weekly. We are doing a little bit of a twist on what we normally do. Okay. We're bringing back something we've done before. We're going to do it again. Sometimes you got to go back to go forward.
So profound.
Yes.
Hit them with it.
But if you could first, before we give you those details about what we're going to be doing here today, if you could drop a like on the video, comment as we go through this thing, share a friend. You don't have to share your friend.
Well, share a friend.
Well, I mean, depends.
If they're hot though,
Yeah,
like,
you know,
you can share them.
I ain't a hater.
Yeah.
Pass that. Share a friend. Don't be a hater.
Yeah.
Drop the ad.
Tell a friend, ask a friend, share this podcast for us. We appreciate it. There's a notification bell, Dante. It's like there.
It's more on D's side, just
All right, yeah, I was pointing right. It's over there.
Right here.
Hit that notification bell as well. So yeah, this week we are coming at you with an episode of Top 5.
Top five.
Some of these people may be dead, other ones may be alive.
Wow.
Dylan.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Nothing but top 5 hotness. Without the chokes.
So top 5 with a twist. We got some rules. We're gonna run through that stuff first, but let's first talk about the topic.
Yeah.
So this week we are going to be doing top 5 90s comedies.
Love it. 80s babies raised in the 90s. This is for us. 90s comedies.
Let me ask you guys this.
What up?
Did comedies die in the 90s?
I don't think they died. They changed.
Changed how?
I think like comedies today have a less level of raunchiness than we got in the 90s and early 2000s.
Changed with the times.
See, yeah, I think that I asked this question because I think it's been a thing recently, right? There's not as many comedies coming out these days, and there's not as many like successful comedies in the year 2024. However, I think the 90s, as we look, it's like there is an era towards the end of the 90s where it's just there's hitters.
There's big boys, classics in the 90s. That was a wild.
Maybe there's a time where we do the 2000s, right? Because I think you get into the 2000s and you have like the era of Will Ferrell, like kind of taking off, and you've got like some of that stuff coming too. You got the Hangovers, the Superbads, like the Judd Apatow stuff starts taking off. So I just wonder, like, it didn't die in this era, but like I think that this is one of the last great eras.
You can make a case.
Yeah, like,
you can make a case.
This is right before I think the fall of comedy, because I think you have till about like, I don't know, Apatow. Funny enough, we just talked about this.
I don't think
last
the fall
week.
of comedy is fair.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna jump on let's say the fall of comedy.
Yeah.
But I think we could say the golden era. We could say the 90s were the golden era of comedy.
I was talking about this last week, so I watched the Rewatchables. It's a Ringer podcast, and last week I had watched Silver Linings Playbook. This week they did This Is the End, and they were saying that This Is the End was like the last great like raunchy, like over the top comedy that you kind of got, and then since then it's been kind of quiet. That was 2014, I think. So I guess you still have quite the run of stuff after this, but I think it becomes like this like 97 and 99.
Just last year we got Strays,
crazy.
And like I think that was another raunchy level comedy.
Yeah, but it's not what it like. You look at some of these movies that we're going to talk about today, and the level of success that
box office darlings
saw, like Strays didn't do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Like Strays is funny. The Blackening last year, funny, like good movie, but like they're not box office killers like Superbad was.
Outside of maybe like a couple of mine, I didn't do all of the box office reminds, but I know for at least 10 of mine, nothing is below, except for one is an asterisk. Nothing is below 150 mil.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that would be a monster comedy. These are like, you think back and like this is in the 90s. I don't want to start tipping the 90s stuff, but if you go into like the mid 2000s, like you talk about Superbad, you talk about The Hangover, you talk about some of these movies, like even Wedding Crashers, like these movies were monsters.
Yeah.
But then for the past,
then we're talking about the death of successful comedies.
Yeah, sure. I think that's what it like the death of the box office comedy. And
that's it.
And okay, follow up to that is streaming what killed box office success for comedies.
I know. I think that's what's actually keeping it alive. I think the opposite. Streaming is what's keeping comedy alive. No question.
I think it's keeping stand-up comedy is always going to be pretty successful, but I think like it's good for stand-up comedy. I just think that like people don't feel like going to the movie theater.
For sure. So I guess if it's off Well, you did say that box office success, traditional box office success. Yeah. I'm saying it's keeping it alive in the sense of like we was always talking about, hey, a movie to put on, you're a big rom-com guy. That's where they live right now. So I ain't going out on the limb to say that. I'll say it's actually keeping it alive.
I don't know, like, because I just remember being, and maybe it's because we're older too. I remember being a teenager and like that big comedy, that R-rated comedy coming out, and like you and your friends meeting up and going to the fucking movies for that, and like the whole theater's packed and like people are dying laughing.
Yeah, bro.
That like, and we gotta talk about movie theater experience.
I gotta tell you,
like,
I don't think I had too many of those.
Those days, dog. Them days is over.
I remember sitting like front row for Hangover 1.
Front row is wild.
Front row is wild.
It was sold out, bro. Whole theater sold out. It was Randolph too, so it was a big theater.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know if I'm gonna say those days is over. What I will say is it's gonna take somebody big time enough, box office enough, and beloved to get them there. Like, I know the for example, what we're talking about right now is what Hollywood execs thought The Rock and Kevin Hart would be in the box office.
Yeah.
That's what they thought. They were going with the thing of, hey, the big known, lovable A-list actor and the A-list comedian right now paired together for movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess in some regard, they weren't wrong.
Jumanji,
I was about to say Jumanji wasn't.
I think Kevin Hart worked in general because I think about Ride Along. I think Ride Along was
great
pretty
movie
successful
though.
too.
I like Ride Along.
Yeah, like
Ride Along
I think
was straight.
he did Get Hard. Like Kevin Hart's a person who pairs well with other comedians and knows how to like his shtick kind of works wherever you put him. I think The Rock is who wanted to do other things, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I was just using that for example. Like I ain't trying to stay on
no,
that part particular, but I was just saying that to kind of.
I think the other part of it is that like if you don't have the movie theater for these movies, when I look at what we're going to talk about with the 90s is, and let's get to some of the rules because I think it kind of ties into this. One of the rules we're going to play by here. So first of all, this is draft style.
Yep.
We are going to draw numbers out of a hat here for the order of 1, 2, 3. It is going to be snake draft, so 1 goes first, 3 goes twice in a row, and it loops back around, right?
Yeah.
We set some rules in place that we're going to follow to make this work. One of the rules we're going to follow is that you can only pick a movie with an actor once, and you can't pick multiple sequels.
An example would be?
So I think we should find a 2000 example, because I don't want to use movies that we could talk about. So The Hangover. You couldn't pick The Hangover 1 and then pick The Hangover 2, right? You can't pick... This is an interesting segue. So Bradley Cooper, for instance, The Hangover. Could you pick Wedding Crashers? Because he is also you can't pick that, right? So that takes that off the board. So those are some examples. My thing was going to be this: when you look at the 90s, they're like, when you look at what the movies do for comedies, comedies in the movie theater are built on stars, right? Like they build people's careers. There's going to be people we talk about in the 90s that had hitter after hitter. And you have to now narrow down those people. And I think Saturday Night Live is what launched a lot of this, right? Because Saturday Night Live used to be this launching platform for a lot of these guys to create their brand to then carry it into the movie theater. But I just don't think you have that anymore. Like maybe like Kevin Hart, Seth Rogen, like those guys.
You missing the gut busting, like the laugh out loud, your stomach hurt type of movies. You don't really have those anymore. And I think again that's where a lot of the stuff in the 90s and the early 2000s was living at.
Yeah,
kind of missing
it. Well, too, like again, like I just think about those movie theater experiences, and I don't know, maybe like Superbad hit home so much because it was coming out as I was graduating high school, and it felt so relatable to like the experiences at that time of my life. But like, there is just so much in that movie that, like, to your point, like you uncontrollably laugh at it. Like it's not just like
it's one of those movies where you're not laughing just because you're with people that are laughing. You can watch that by yourself and be
you still enjoy it.
And it's funny.
So so that is one of the rules there. No animated movies is the other one there. And so just to be a little bit more specific, the other thing we are going to be doing is we have 3 specific picks you have to make, and then we have 2 freebies. So what we're going to be doing, because it's 90s comedies, you have to pick one movie from 1990 to 93.
Yep.
You have to pick one movie from 1994 to 96.
Yep.
And then you have to pick one movie from 97 to 99. And then you have your 2 freebies that can be floating through any of them.
Yes.
Okay. Once a pick is taken, it can't be taken again, of course. Am I missing any of the rules? I said no animated, right?
Yeah. That's it, bro.
We have some veto stuff to where, like, if things pop up, because we had some conversations about, like, what truly qualifies as a comedy. Because if you go under comedy on, like, Paramount Plus or something, there are movies that are on there that, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I don't think they're very much a comedy.
We can get an example that we talked about. True Lies.
Yeah, like, so True Lies is the one we're not going to talk about here. Yeah. True Lies is got some funny moments to it. But
not a comedy, y'all.
Yeah, at the end of the day, True Lies to me is an action movie.
Sorry, Arnold.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that on this list.
Playboy.
Anything else you missed before we get into this?
Nah, bro, I'm ready. Let's crank this motherfucker up.
Since I generally have a better hair day than Dante, I'm gonna be the one to remove my hat.
Shady.
Yeah.
No, he's not wrong. I haven't seen my barber in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, I'm glad he made that joke about you instead of me, because I feel the same way.
It's a few months for me, but I can deal. Okay, so the guest shall pick his number first. Do we reveal the number right away?
Nah. Let everybody go.
Nah, at the end.
Dante, you want to turn around and grab a number? All right, I will grab the last one. I already know what I have because I can see through. Okay, so which one of you got number one?
On the game.
Okay. And Dante's number 2.
Oh, this is a setup.
And I got number 3.
Yeah, buddy. Let's crank this motherfucker up.
Cool. All right. So with no further ado, no further fale ado.
Oh my God.
We're really still getting that.
And if y'all see us on our phone a lot, is we're keeping notes of what takes what, so that we can kind of maneuver through the draft.
Actually, you want to pull up like a Google Doc, Dante, just to keep track of some of this stuff for us?
Appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah, I'll see what I can pull up.
Yeah, let us know when you're ready.
The fuck?
Fucking producer extraordinaire struggling.
You just don't you just hit the little tab in the corner with all the apps, and one of them's for Google Docs.
Oh. I should probably use Google Docs, huh?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's a shared document. What are we doing?
This guy.
Oh, man. Never ceases to amaze me. Before we get started, you know how we do it on here.
Always.
We always start with a little toast. Familia.
Love it, guys. Thank you for being here with us. Speaking of Familia, what? Yeah.
I'm hating my life. I'm hiding it really, really well.
That's how you do it. You're growing.
Yeah, there we go.
My guy.
Yeah, I did really well.
Before we start, bro, I want to give you some flowers. Yeah.
We gonna give flowers real quick before we go into the pod?
Yeah. Fix your face. You look crazy on that. So.
Yeah, that's good. I'm recovering. Guys.
Yeah. You look. I want to let you know.
Let's
you look
push
crazy.
Through.
Yo, we'll give you some flowers. Yo, that Oscar take, bro, fucking magnificent, fam. What a great Oscars take by you, bro.
The Rotten Tomatoes one. Which one was it that I talked about? I've been on Oscars for a few weeks now.
This most recent one about how they are either, for lack of better words, they're either willfully ignorant or they are just blatantly don't care about the social impact of these movies.
Yes. Public opinion.
Yeah. And for some time, it's been that way. I think for certain people of specific demographics, they've been talks of this for quite some time, about how the social impact of certain movies aren't being taken into consideration enough. So kudos for you for bringing that to the light, bro. That shit is real, and I'm all behind it. They're gonna keep fucking around. This generation behind us,
they're not watching anymore.
They don't give a fuck, bro. They gonna put enough energy out to be like, yo, we not fucking with no more Academy Awards. It's just getting older and whiter by the year. Keep fucking around. Academy Awards.
Do you remember who's the guy who did the European Office? Like the original version of The Office.
I don't know.
Dante, you don't have a name for that either, right?
Nah.
Why are you looking it up? Bro, like I was saying, this generation behind us, bro, they are definitely
Ricky Gervais.
Ones. Oh,
Ricky Gervais. So if anybody has never seen Ricky Gervais, the last time he hosted the Oscars, this was like 3-4 years ago. He was like, "This is my 4th time doing it. I'm never doing it again," and he just fucking roasts Hollywood, and it's like 5 minutes straight of him like uncomfortably calling them on all their shit, making fun of the people in the crowd. I highly recommend. Like, I came across it on TikTok very recently and was like, I forgot about this, and it's so funny because it's like it's a legitimate like one of the Comedy Central roast, but it's the Oscars and it's all of the Hollywood elite that he just goes after.
Need that.
So I would definitely highly recommend watching it because like along with what we're talking about, like it is just I don't know. I've had good conversations recently about this. Like, I do think that it's just a different lane, right? Because like maybe public opinion and stuff like that is for the VMAs. It's not for the Oscars. But
I get it. I get it. Maybe so.
Play,
I just think you're missing a big boat right now with everything being digital, with your reach being further than it could ever be right now, and you continue to blatantly just disregard what is going on in the social sphere.
And maybe you pivot and you add awards like a digital media award or something like that.
Whatever
you know what I mean?
To get that fan base back, to get people caring about these awards again. That clearly you put and other actors and actresses put so much emphasis on winning these things, and for you to completely disregard the people who pay to go see these things and have a legitimate, valid opinion is piss poor. Like, get the fuck out of here, Oscars. Do better. Do better, Oscars.
Do better.
Yeah.
Cool. I appreciate flowers as always. I thank you, sir.
Flowers
thank you,
big dog.
Thank you. I'll smell those roses.
For sure. Smell like boo.
Yeah.
Okay, so with no further ado,
yes, sir.
Let's
hop
into the first pick in the first round of the 90s comedy draft.
Leonard, if you've drafted with me a couple of years, a couple fantasy football leagues, you know, if I ever have a high pick, I throw curveball. Okay. I don't usually go with the whatever. And I know y'all that I'm doing this off the pure strength of 98. The late 90s have a lot of heat. So I want to, because of that, I'm playing a longer game here. I have so much to pick from in that era that I want to pick what is my true number one of number ones.
I'm ready to tell you to go fuck yourself.
I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. In 1993, this movie got a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. It's 70% on Rotten. It is $441 million in the box office. I'm gonna say this line, and everybody out there with me, y'all know what it is. 1, 2, 3. Dude looks like a lady. You know what's up. My boy Robin Williams, number 1, 93, Mrs. Doubtfire. Fuck with me.
Okay, all right. I did not expect that.
I know you didn't.
No, I did not expect that at all.
Come on, baby.
I got to take that off my list now.
Come on, baby.
So here's one of the things we talked about before pod, and I think this is the right time to pull it up.
Yeah.
There are going to be people, and you can truly, like, I think Mrs. Doubtfire is amazing, but I think in general, there are going to be people that need to show up on this draft just for their impact, like kind of what we're talking about with the Oscars too, right? Just on their impact.
I could not leave this legend off, Lenny. I couldn't leave him off. That's my man.
My struggle for him was that one didn't even come across, and like now I don't know. I can't burn any picks. I don't want to burn any picks for too early in because I don't know what people are going to take. But the rest of his movies, I was like, I just don't know in the bracket that they fall in that I can put that there.
Listen, man.
I think that is a perfect
man put
pick.
$440 million in the box office. He was the dream of a 2-parent household. Go get your family back. Mrs. Doubtfire, Robin Williams. Kudos. My number 1 pick.
A man who just jumps off the screen.
Oh my god!
In any role that he's in,
every time.
It's you know, I love Robin Williams. Another thing I came across in TikTok recently was like, you know, R.I.P. to the man. I don't know if you know this. Like, the conception is he killed himself, right? You know, and most people think
self-transitioned.
Yeah. Most people think that it's because he was in bad financial situations and stuff like that. And I never really looked too far into it. And I think that that's the case for a lot of people. And I came across a TikTok and it was his wife talking about it. And then a lot of other his friends talking about it. And that's not actually what happened. They actually found that he had a degenerative brain disease that was causing him to like not be himself anymore, basically. And that's where it came from. And like, you know, I think it's important because like people look back on him, I don't think the same way because of the way he left us. But I think that guy is a person who you look at every single role that he is in and you're like,
he's him. He's him
he
in
brought
every
joy
role.
in every single movie,
man.
Like, and not a comedy, so I can talk about it, but like Good Will Hunting is forever one of my favorite movies ever. And like they talk about with that, they just knew when they were making that movie that they needed somebody who was a recognizable, accomplished actor, and they never in a million years thought that they would get Robin Williams.
That was one of my all-time favorites.
It's an amazing movie, right? And he came in and like drops knowledge on these two guys that end up being like monster actors, and Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, you know?
Just his story purely alone, the Aladdin story, like just Robin Williams as an actor himself, I'm so glad I got the number one pick because I really didn't want anybody else to take this one. This is absolutely my number one comedy of the 90s, 93, Mrs. Doubtfire, a social phenomenon before Instagram, cultural phenomenon before social media. People were screaming toodaloo, dancing like a lady. You couldn't wait to slide across your floor. Shout out Robin Williams, the GOAT in his field. Appreciate you. My number one pick, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hell of a pick.
My guy.
And up at number 2, we have...
And that's one for me for Google Docs for 93.
Yes, sir.
90 to 93. Yes,
sir. So Dante is probably our most interesting person here because Dante also skews a little bit younger than we are. So I think that some of his, like, you know, and historically has seen less movies than probably the both of us have too.
Yeah.
And not to take, like, I'm sure the list is still going to be very solid because there's so much good shit to choose from. But I do think it's going to be interesting to see where you go.
This is where it gets, this is where it gets, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you said that was on your list too, Dante.
Mrs. Doubtfire, yeah.
For sure.
So Dante only wrote down 15. You've already lost one.
It's all right. It's all right. I've already made adjustments.
Okay. All right.
Talk about a little wacky. Fuck out of here.
So my number one pick, this is an all-time favorite for me. It's one of those movies I can go back to, watch at any time.
Yeah.
Get a ton of laughs. It's a great story, great comedy, great actors. My number one's got to be Blue Streak.
Yeah, that's a good pick because that was going to be one of my picks. That was a must on my list. So
it was an absolute must on my list, and I had to get it out the way before y'all stole it from me. That's where I said, "Yo, I'm ready to tell you fuck off."
This I didn't put it on my list because I knew someone was gonna take it. I didn't even. It's not even on my list, and not for that reason of I don't think it's one of them ones. I knew someone was gonna take it, so I was like, I'm even putting it down.
I think for me, it's something that, like, when I think back to one of the first comedies that truly resonated with me in the 90s, it's honestly Blue Streak. Because you talked about it, it's like it's got an action feel to it. We talked about this before the pod, but like it's got a little bit of action to it. But at its heart, it's a Martin Lawrence.
It's a Martin Lawrence comedy to the core.
You know,
perfection. Honestly,
I mean, you even get Dave Chappelle in there, who's fucking
slow your thunder, big dog. And then slow your thunder. Luke, slow your thunder. Big
Luke
dog.
Wilson plays like a good straight man to Martin Lawrence in it.
Pre-broken nose.
Yeah. Well, that's Owen Wilson.
Oh.
Luke Wilson's his brother.
Yeah. Hey, shout you out. You get some flowers too. You've been doing really well on getting your actors right, names and shit, bro. I've been seeing you.
Oh yeah,
bro.
I'm trying.
No, kudos, fam. I'm here to give love. I've been seeing you, big dog, because you know I'm terrible with actors. I tell y'all that all the time, but I know who you're talking about.
This man be out here shaming me, so I'm just trying to level up.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's directed to you. It's not me. Yeah. Shout out Luke Wilson. That's my man too.
Yeah, that's a great pick. That's
great
a great
pick, bro. Yeah, great pick for sure.
And like the heist movie aspect of it, I think all
a
that.
Jay-Z feature as the lead song.
Yeah. Driving down the street, like driving down the highway, right, together while they're listening to that too.
Yeah. Shout that out.
Can you give us some Rotten Tomatoes or whatever IMDb score, maybe some information on that for us, Dante? Because I'd be interested to say, because like that is a top movie for me of the 90s in general. Like I don't if we were just doing 90s movies, not 90s comedies, Blue Streak would be on my
still just 90s period. Also too, while you looking at Dante, little side tangent, we don't have to stay long. Cat Williams has made mention of people wearing the dress, and I know this is before he wore the dress. But,
about like how the actors in Hollywood.
I was gonna make a Mrs. Doubtfire joke about the Cat Williams thing, and I just didn't.
So. Yeah. I trust me. I had it in my notes, and I chose to be like PC about it. But then he went right to Blue Streak, so I was like, great transition. What do you feel about that? I don't want to take my opinion. What do you feel about? Because this is pre Big Mama's House.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know if I would say height, but prime is what I would say. Prime Martin Lawrence.
I think the thing about the Cat Williams thing is like Cat Williams is such a good fucking talker that you listen to him speak and you buy into what he says, right?
You trick me with your words.
Yeah, so like you start believing it, but then the fallout from that leads you to listen to a lot of other people talk about it. And there's a lot of other people, Marlon Wayans, I think, talked about it. I think Dave Chappelle has said he did it was a leaked a stand-up set that he did that he talked about some of it too after Cat Williams comments, and like they don't really agree with it either. So I guess it's not for me to have an opinion on either, right? So like it's an interesting thing that a lot of your greatest have ended up in those roles, but I think that you could also, I mean, I just said like Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't think anybody was like Illuminati came after fucking Robin Williams, put him in a dress, you know? Yeah. So I think it's more, I'd be more interested in what you say, because I guess I don't truly have an opinion, because I think that like there's just too much left unsaid that I don't understand, because I've heard both sides of the coin at this point.
I'll respond directly to what you said first. I think that Chappelle's comments weren't disparaging to what Cat said. He basically just said, yo, hey, I think we shouldn't, as other black comedians, knock other black comedians. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. Yeah. That's not to say Cat Williams is a liar. Mm-hmm. That's not to say I don't agree with Cat Williams. He's saying that's a completely separate standalone thing. And contrary to what you're saying, I've seen a lot more black comedians come out and say, yo, Cat is 100% right. This shit is real what he's talking about. And he's the one who's saying it. And not all of it might not be true.
Well, I was going to say, isn't that the detriment in there, though? Because like when some of it, the Cat says is such blatant lies about how many tickets he sold and things like that are very like easily tracked that weren't accurate. Mm-hmm. Does it diminish that when you say truths?
Those things that you're talking about, ticket sales, things like that. Yes, that makes me look at you a little differently. Mm-hmm. But when you say the certain things and then the other comedians back up directly what those are, and that's what like the more of the hot button topic is, joke stealing.
Yeah.
Character questions. And then other comedians get to come out and say, oh yeah, no, he's right. That shit that you're talking about reading 200 books as a 7-year-old, like I thought that was cap anyway. Like,
I don't give a crazy.
Yeah, I don't know that shit. I can give a fuck less about. Versus, hey, these people that I've been looking at one way and have been living one way and telling us this story, you're telling me is something completely different, and then other comedians in the field are saying it as well. Yeah, that's that. And I don't want to stay on this for too long. The dress thing, I just want to address it really quickly. I do think that is a problem within the black comedian community. There's way less movies of white comedians putting on a dress than it is of black comedians. Yeah. So
and it's a way to diminish and like
emasculate us. Yeah, it's a way to emasculate us a little bit. I don't have any sort of feelings about that for Mrs. Doubtfire. Great movie. I don't want to put that in. I look at like
the same way Mrs. Doubtfire and like Big Mama's House. I think is the year 2000, so it doesn't matter. Like I think that like that movie's looked upon pretty fondly.
Big Mama's House is great.
Yeah, the sequels suck, but like he did really well.
But that's what Cat Williams talking about. I'm not all right. The first one, great. Problem. Hey, they found you in the dress. Mm-hmm. You don't got to put it back on, big dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But anyways, we off of that. Great, Dante. You got an opinion? I want to cut you off.
Nah. Y'all touched on it. So it's crazy. On IMDb, they gave it a 6.3 out of 10.
Blue Streak. We're talking about Blue Streak.
Yeah.
Blue Streak.
They gave Miss Doubtfire 7.
No. So the part that's crazy is then I flip over to Rotten Tomatoes, and this is why we got to continue to say, like, their opinions are not for the masses. They give it a 36.
Bro, I got another one of those. We're not there yet. We're not recording right now, but
we are.
Oh, we are. I have a lot. I thought we just talked, so I get like put my regular pod voice back on. But like, I got a lot of them where it's like IMDb gave it a number, and then Rotten gave it a wild number, like off or close. Like it's crazy disparity.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like I guess from a critical standpoint, I get the gripe, but again, like. Why it's a fucking comedy movie. It either makes you laugh or it doesn't make you laugh, right? So that should be the only thing that comes into play with your score.
I'd be interested to see what was a 9 or a 10 comedy that they gave.
I don't know that there are any.
I doubt there's any comedies that score that high.
The highest that I've seen is like 7.5.
And I feel like most Rotten Tomatoes scores for comedies. I'm more surprised with the audience score on that. Only 64% audience
I'm
score.
I'm lying. Oh my god. Yeah. Let's run it. Come on, man. We getting ahead of the gun. Let's go.
Doubtfire certified. 70% Rotten Tomatoes. 77% audience score.
Hell yeah. Shout out. What you got, Lenny? Come on, big dog.
So I'm up.
Yo pick.
Woo! With the third round pick.
Well, third pick in the first round.
Third round pick. I'm sorry, third pick in the first round.
So I'm going back to back here.
You're going back to back. That is right.
Man,
give us a little lead up. I hope you don't take mine.
I have to strategically take one here. There's another movie in the 90, so I'm gonna go in the 94 to 97 realm, the 94 to 96 realm.
94 to 96?
Yeah, 94 to 96,
okay, cool,
and
cool.
I'm gonna be taking a movie in there, strategically because I think that it's got to come off the board at some point, and I think that I'd really like to have it on my list.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Friday.
Oh, I knew you were gonna. Yeah.
Yo, you know what's funny is I purposely left that one off my list because I knew it was gonna get taken.
It had to, and I think that has to come off the board, and especially when I look at what else is in. I have one other movie in that year bracket that I want, but I know I can get it in freebie, and I know this is me playing D more than anything. Is that I know it's gonna come off the board. I was shocked you didn't take it with one. If I'm being honest, I thought that's where you were going with one.
It was me playing defense against you because I said, well, I don't think he's gonna take.
You didn't
Friday.
think he was gonna have black movies on his list, huh? Nah, I'm gonna come right out and say it. You're dancing around it.
Instead, you took a movie I never had on my list.
I thought Lenny. It's no question Lenny's gonna put Mrs. Doubt. Lenny's not gonna take Friday, bro. There's no way Lenny takes Friday. More or less, when I get the number one pick, I say, shit, he definitely not taking Friday with his first.
I gotta play my audience, and I know where this was gonna go at some point, and I don't think that Friday gets back around to me.
Friday does not. Honestly, Friday gets back around to you.
It's funny that your first pick was Mrs. Doubtfire against him, and it was me that had to take it off my list.
Yeah,
that's sick, bro. I'm upset.
And I think it's even funnier because you're talking about the Cat Williams stuff, and like Ice Cube had to come out and talk about Friday.
I had a great lead in for Friday. I was ready. My notes.
Yeah, I might have to steal some of them. I don't have notes. I just think, like, you know, there's so much iconic shit in Friday. Like,
it's just a movie that's way too quotable to this day.
Yeah. You just got knocked the fuck out. You like Debo. You got all this.
What up, Big Perm? I mean, Big Worm.
Big Worm. Come on, man. You know what it is. It's Friday, y'all.
The ultimate like buddy stoner movie for the time.
To this day, when I drop a bomb in the bathroom, I always think about that movie.
$3.5 million budget, 27 million box office.
Yeah, that's huge, right?
Huge, bro.
And I bring up the Cat Williams thing was that he didn't pay people enough, and that Cat Williams wrote his whole thing, and it's like, all right, too, but like it's a movie that was like I'm pretty sure a lot of improvisation because the whole point was putting on a ton of black comedian actors to be in the movie, right?
The cultural impact on that is still making waves to the day. Mm-hmm. Like Friday is iconic, all top tier first round.
We're
picks.
in 2024, still talking about getting another Friday because of the social impact that movie made.
You rat bastard. Oh my God, I'm mad, bro.
Okay, so now that's the one I knew I was gonna take. This is where it gets a little dicier for me.
Okay,
because I don't know exactly what I want to do.
Because now you're trying to decide if you're still doing.
As long as you don't take two of mine, we Gucci. I need you to not take.
I don't want to go back to 94 to 96 with a freebie.
I think he's gonna fuck me up with this one now.
Anybody's gonna take it.
Come on, man. Don't fuck this up for me.
So I have ones that I don't think you guys are going to take, so I feel like I can
Well, I thought you wasn't going to take Friday, so here we are. At the first round. No less.
So you already burned your 90 to 93. I have...
You too, bitch.
I had one...
No, he didn't.
Oh, he burned 95.
I had one that I was super safe with that I was going to take, but I came across another one on the list, and I was like, I kind of want to take it. I think it might get vetoed.
With the second pick. I'm sorry, with the first pick in the second round. Leonard Dance, you're now on the clock.
I want to see if this gets vetoed, so I think I'm going to go here.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't need to take it here.
Place your draft pick.
Hold on.
So that we can veto this bitch.
Yo, you about to throw up a countdown timer.
I'm pivoting.
What is it?
I'm pivoting.
What is it?
I'm going 97 to 99.
What is it?
Rush Hour.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go Rush Hour.
Okay, great pick.
With my 97 to 99.
Great pick.
I was going to pivot another direction, but I don't think I need to do it because nobody's going to take it.
That's another one I left off the list because I expected it to get taken by
one of y'all. Talk about it.
I mean,
Lee.
This is my... This is like my shit, dude. Like this is Jackie Chan A1 action star at the time. This is Chris Tucker playing the funny like sidekick to a point. Great action throughout the movie, but it will also make you laugh hysterically the whole way through. Really solid, really solid overall production for the movie. Can you get me like box office for this? And I'm sure like IMDb's got to be great for Rush Hour, right? So
again, another cultural phenomenon.
Oh,
Rush
actually,
Hour.
I can't take it.
Why?
I just took Chris Tucker.
Oh shit!
Woo!
I had to veto myself.
You almost slid with that one too.
Right.
Holy shit!
Yeah, no, I can't take it. I
You
can't
almost
take it.
slid
I
with
crossed
that
it off
one.
my list. I can't take that.
Oh well, it's still on your list, Don Teasy. I'm actually mad about that because now we're back at.
So it wasn't on my list. I had intentionally left that one off.
Well, now it's
because I expected it to
available.
get
I've
taken.
already tipped the pick. I apologize for you guys. I should have just.
This
Here's what I
motherfucker.
got to remember to do in between stuff is erase things, because yeah. All right. Fuck. Now I got to go back.
Oh man.
I can't let you skip this pick, but I am.
No, I got to take one.
Yeah, no, I am.
Okay.
You are now on the clock, Leonard Dance. Please put your pick in.
All right. So I'm gonna take from the 90 to 93
Great.
list.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Love that.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
There are movies in the 90 to 93 for comedies that I think resonate at times more with me personally. But I also and so I've gone back and forth on this. There's two that I really want to take, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this is what I thought could have got vetoed. I think I'm going to take Lethal Weapon 3.
Okay.
Hear me out.
You have to have a good
Joe.
Yeah, bro.
argument.
I'm gonna hear you out. I'm gonna
Joe
listen to you.
Pesci. It's Joe Pesci's first introduction into the franchise. He is hysterical the whole way through the movie. Mel Gibson's character also quite funny through the whole thing. And on top of that, goes along with what I was kind of looking for with Rush Hour, where it speaks to me on a personal level, where I love that it's still that 80s styles action into early 90s, where it's like it's just kind of a grittier, realer feel.
You think this is me asking you now because I'm still on the veto board.
Okay.
50-50 still right
Hit
now.
me with the genres, Dante.
You think that Lethal Weapon 3 and Rush Hour are of the same category of dramedy?
Well, not
No.
dramedy, action comedy.
Action comedy?
No.
Sorry.
No.
I don't either.
What are the
I don't
genres
either.
listed as on?
IMDb does not consider it a comedy.
They don't
Okay,
have
I
it listed
veto
as
it.
action,
I
crime,
was
thriller.
on the veto board of like
Okay.
I'm vetoing it. 55-45 veto.
All right. So
Fuck
you
outta
veto, Dante, you veto?
I will give you a chance to appeal. What
He
is your
just did.
funniest scene?
Oh, okay. Oh.
I don't have scenes.
Yeah.
That's and what would it matter if I told you the funniest scene? You've never seen the movie.
Because if you had a funniest
The
scene,
fuck?
then you could appeal
What the fuck?
to it
What
as
am I
a
gonna
comedy.
act it out for you? Like,
No,
what does
you
that
could just
mean?
tell me what is the funniest scene.
Yeah, like you don't even know who the fuck Joe Pesci is,
Bro, but again,
I know
you
Joe
could
Pesci,
tell
though.
me, what is the funniest scene, and then that could appeal to me as okay, that's hilarious. That's a
It won't
comedy.
appeal to you. It will not appeal to you. You've never seen the fucking. You don't even know what Lethal Weapon is.
Yeah.
You know
Sorry,
what, man? Moving on. You know what? Fucking vetoed.
Yeah,
Pick a good
okay.
one this
All right,
time.
fair enough.
Your
Fair
second
enough.
round
No,
pick
it's
is
veto.
about to get
I'm
canceled.
just saying veto it because like, what the fuck's the point of me trying to sell you on some shit?
Your second round pick's about to get canceled. You about to get no pick.
I know, right?
It's tough. It's tough
We're
going
about
back
to
to
wave
back.
you, bro.
It's tough going back to back because like I had a good second pick.
It's tough going back to back, but you still got 3 other ones to
yeah, we're
pick.
about to wave you, bro.
because I don't want to burn picks that I don't have to.
Well,
my God.
look, at this point, you're 0 for 2. So speed it along.
Okay.
I just don't want you to take my pick. And now I feel like we're at your third pick for an option. And now I'm getting nervous. I'm more mad about that more than anything.
From 97 to 90.
Yo, come on, bro.
You
From
about to take my
97
pick.
From 97 to 99. You already took a 97 to 99.
I'll tell you right now, there's more than one on my list.
I'm going to take Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. You motherfuckers vetoed. You vetoed. This is on you, bitch.
Oh my God, bro. What is this nigga doing?
Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
I wish you could have been whack and taken
bro.
International Man of Mystery, bro. Like,
Weakest motherfucker out, bro.
No, that's my pick. Spy Who Shagged Me.
oh, you
damn,
mother.
bro.
The
Oh, my
characters, Mike Myers in his fucking prime. The
Oh,
sequel's
man.
better than the original.
Mini-Me.
That is a hitter. That's my second pick.
Cool, man.
Fuck y'all. You fucking
Fuck
made me
you.
run through all that
God
shit.
Fuck
damn,
you.
yo. Mad clock time.
Damn.
With the second pick of the second round, D'Angelo.
Well, you don't take it.
No.
It's him.
How you gonna skip me like that?
It's Snake.
Oh shit!
This
With the
guy.
second pick of the second round.
I thought he was about to denounce me, and he said D'Angelo. I said, hold on.
All right. So just to recap, coming out of the first and into my pick, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you've burned one of the 90 to 93.
Yep.
Dante's burned the 97 to 99.
Mhm.
I have taken a 97 to 99 and a 94 to 96.
So just to be clear, your next pick has to be 90 to 93.
Or I can take freebies.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or he still has, yeah.
Yes. I thought for
We don't
whatever
have to
reason,
go
I
in
thought
that
we were
order.
outside. We said we had to take.
You don't
the
have to go in those order. You can take mix and
Not in order, but we had to take the requirements first, and then you have two freebies. After
Well,
picking
no,
them
I
from.
think you can go in any
Got
order
it.
you want
No,
to
I'm
go.
following.
So, like,
Yep.
if you want to double up, if Dante wants to go
And take
97
another,
to 99 again,
Yep.
he
Love it.
can.
Okay.
But then he's leaving the fact that like he might lose something in his depth for the
Mhm.
other.
All right. With the second pick of the second round, Don Teasy, Dirty Water ENT, you are now on the clock.
Hey, yo. All right. So we're talking about another champ of comedy in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Our boy with the baggy basketball shorts,
Okay.
Adam Sandler.
Yes, sir. Where you got? What movie though?
Which one? This is the tough. He's one of the toughest ones when we
He's
talk
one
about.
of the toughest ones, and I know what you're about to take. I'm not mad at it. It was on my list. Go. Where you going?
There's a couple guys.
I don't think you know.
There's a couple guys that have.
When
those
you
might
say
know.
when you
deep
say
lists.
baggy basketball shorts, it's only one movie that I think I would know.
Oh, no, not in the movie. That's just what he's known for.
What you got?
That's his attire.
What you got?
I'm taking Big Daddy.
Yes, great pick.
So you're
Great
going
pick.
back to 97 and 99.
I did.
That's a great pick, and that was on my list, so I'll go ahead and take it off. Great pick.
Okay. So here's the thing with Big Daddy for me. My personal favorite Adam Sandler movie
Mm-hmm.
of the 90s.
Dante Z, look up some statistics while we talk.
My personal favorite 90s Adam Sandler movie, but I do not know if I think it's his best.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be
Before
his
I
best
ask
to be
you,
my favorite.
What do you think outside of Big Daddy are his best?
I can't list them because we haven't gone yet. Like I might still have,
Okay.
you know what
I
I
was
mean?
just talking about his
But
his
I just think that like
cinematography.
there are some mid 90s that are.
I think another movie.
It's
that
the
is-
last. It's the end of his 90s run because I think then you get into some of his.
I was just talking in general. I
yeah.
wasn't talking about the 90s.
Well, but like that's his peak, right?
His peak.
It's like the 90s is his peak. I don't know if Click
this
has got a
that
heart
was
and
the one I'm
stuff.
about to talk about.
Yeah,
That's my movie.
Yeah, I
cuz.
love Click, but
I
Click
fuck
is
with
not.
Click.
Click is not the level of comedy that
It
his
ain't-
90s
yeah,
comedies
yeah,
are.
yeah,
Click
yeah,
has a
yeah,
heart.
yeah,
Click will
yeah,
make you fucking cry.
Click will
Yeah,
make
I was
you
going to
cry.
say, Click
Yeah.
pulled the
Click will
tear
make
out
you
of me.
cry. Big Daddy is up there, bro. That's a great.
I wipe
pick,
my
bro.
own ass.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
bro,
Big
this is
Daddy,
a,
dude.
bro. You like old wrinkly balls. This is a legit pick, bro.
Oh,
throwing the
man.
stick down in front of the fucking skaters,
Yo!
denting the cans in the supermarket to get
Hip Hop
money off.
Anonymous?
The stock of Microsoft just went down
You give him
20
the easy
points.
ones.
I'm anonymous, bro. What? This shit is great. Don Teasy, great pick, bro.
Thank
Oh
you.
man, great pick, bro. Motherfucker. What's the statistics? What they got?
All right, so wait, hold on. Oh, worldwide box office 228 mil.
How much
Okay.
it cost?
Damn, I don't have. Oh, I do have budget 30 mil. Damn, that cost 30 mil.
Solid,
That's
solid.
a lot of money it
Yeah.
made though.
What was what do you gotta look up IMDb? What they got it?
They got a 6.4 out of 10.
Suck my dick.
You really want
What's
to say suck
Rotten?
my dick? Hold on, ready for this?
What's right?
Rotten Tomatoes got it at 39. But don't worry, the audience told him to go fuck himself and gave it a 74.
Okay, bet. That's fine.
I mean, it's a movie that's both funny and has a heart to it.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Right.
I love it.
And you look at like what that's I don't know if that's Cole and Dylan Sprouse, but like those kids went on to do a ton
Was it
of
both of them?
yeah. I mean, and they're twins, so
Oh, okay.
I
get what you're
assume
saying.
with the laws of like kids acting, they probably used both of them. Does it say?
Yeah, it did use both of them.
So, like, funny enough, I just watched one of their movies last night called, I think it was Dylan Sprouse movie called Banana Split. Pretty funny. It's on Hulu.
Banana split, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that you think about what those kids went on to do, like Riverdale and a bunch of other movies and stuff, and like to be in that movie as a child actor, it's huge props to them, you know?
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi as like the homeless man too.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny. That's also when you learned about the McDonald's fucking getting rid of breakfast, like having the time for breakfast.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Just
pick.
a great movie overall, bro.
Yeah,
just
really
a great
good
movie
pick.
overall.
I
Really
think that's
solid
worth
movie.
doubling down on the night, like because I think you are going to put yourself in a tough spot. I don't know what your list looks like, but I think it is tough not going to like because 90 to 93 and 94 to 96 I don't think are as deep as the 97 and 99 bucket. But you've gotten two very.
I need to
good
build
options.
a strong team here.
Yeah,
We're
you've
doing
got
a draft.
That's
very
where
good
I
options.
wanted to go as well. So with the third pick in the second round, D'Angelo, you are now on the clock.
You got to go back to back here. You're gonna go through.
I'm
some of the
going back to
struggle I
back.
am. I
Yes,
went through.
back to back. All right, guys. With my second pick in the second round, my choice.
Oh, the anticipation. Are you still thinking, you motherfucker?
Yeah, I had to look at them. I had to look at my list, cuz in 1997, this movie earned a score of 7 out of 10 on IMDb, a whopping 84% on Rotten. This movie is this legend's third highest grossing movie of his career at $303 million. When you cannot lie and the glove does not fit, you must acquit. This person played an actor in this movie. He played an attorney.
I know who you're gonna say.
Mr. Jim Carrey in Liar Liar, ladies and gentlemen, at number 2. Fuck with me.
That was the.
Fuck with me.
That's my personal favorite Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And that's a really good pick.
Come on now. Fuck with me.
Yeah.
Love me some JC. If I'm gonna take JC off the board for me, that's the movie I want to take him
When
off the
he
board
beats
for.
the shit out of himself in the bathroom.
Ripping his fucking lips apart.
Or when he's trying not to fuck his like coworker or whatever.
You don't fucking know. What is killing it, right?
That is so. Okay, so we can continue to dive into this thing of iconic actors. I think that's another. Just like Adam Sandler, it is such a hard thing with Jim Carrey to be like, which Jim Carrey movie am I gonna put on my list?
It was. I was looking at him.
Dude, there was a couple of the considerations.
He's not that's not his number one movie. I think on most of the lists we looked at, right? And I don't tend, not without saying the movie, I don't love the other two movies that are considered his best of the 90s.
I don't either,
as much
bro.
as I love Liar Liar.
Exactly. I think from a movie aspect, from a acting aspect, from a comedy aspect, this hit everything at a very high clip. Love Liar Liar. And again, those numbers reflect what I'm saying. Not from, this is another one from a societal popular standpoint versus a box office standpoint. Societal will tell you those other two that potentially could be on someone's list had a greater impact versus what that box office number did for my man on this one. Like I said, this is third highest growth. Do you know what his number one is?
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, okay. My man.
Yeah.
Good guess, big dog.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty is number one. I forget what that number was. I was looking it up when I was looking up his numbers for this one.
But
it's not far
box
off.
Office?
Bruce Almighty.
You want to know box office for that?
Yeah. Because this one made
302.
302 was Liar Liar, and I don't think there was too far off. Maybe 425.
This is giving me 484.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sounds about right. Which is crazy to think about, right? Like if Liar Liar did 303, he did 484 with Bruce Almighty, dog. Like that's crazy.
In comedy for you guys, how important is it to just be straight laughs versus have a heart to it?
I think you need a balance.
I want some storyline.
Like I need a reason to follow the story while I laugh along with it.
Because you brought up with Mrs. Doubtfire, and I think you did it again here with Liar Liar, where it is hilarious the whole way through, but you also have this like the growth of a character. You have the bond between him and his son and trying to earn his trust back, and like there's just more to it that like it's both funny but it's heartwarming by the end of it. And I do think that that's an important part of what a great comedy can do for you.
Yeah.
Because I'm going back to back.
D'Angelo, with the first pick in the third round, D'Angelo, you are now on the clock. All right, bitches.
This man's ability to stall.
All right, bitches. I was nervous about this one, right? On the sheet, right? I got one in 97, 98.
Yep.
and then one in 95.
One in 90 to 93.
90 to 93. Bet. All right, so I want to go ahead and take off another big dog off the table. I was really nervous on this pick, y'all. I was flirting between legends, but since we've already did a Martin Lawrence one, I'm also going to follow with another. Oh no! I'm tripping. I'm gonna take this. I'm tripping, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm definitely stalling.
Dude, the snake draft part is tough being
It
in
is.
one or the three.
It is.
Like going back to back is not easy.
Because I know the late 90s are loaded. I'm gonna go ahead and take another. 90.
I didn't realize how much of a blessing it was for me to get number 2.
Yeah, you can see what plays on
94
around
to 96 is where I'm going, guys. This person did 274 million, 6 out of 10 on IMDb, 64% rotten. Prime motherfucking Eddie Murphy, prime Jada, a fucking up and coming Dave Chappelle. Great plot, great story, self confidence, all that shit. Fat shaming. Give it up for in 1996 for Nutty Professor.
Okay.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Dante's list is falling apart.
Come on now.
Dante's 15 is dying.
You know what it is? Because 98 is so deep. 90 to 99 is so deep.
And he went back to back with it. This
Hell
is what I was trying to
bro.
tell
I'm
him.
taking the shit that
with
I
his
want.
strategy.
Yeah,
it's like,
hell
you could have gotten other stuff in the 90s, the late 90s.
Because I know it's so much heat left over that if y'all take one out of 98 to 99 for me, or 97, I'm cool. But it ain't that much shit prior to 96.
You took Buddy from me, bro?
Yeah,
and kind of similar to what you were.
Because if you take him, I don't want to take my second. I'd rather have my second as the freebie. So I know I wanted him on my list. So I'm going to take that because that's his better movie.
I think that kind of similar to the Mike Myers thing, too. Like Eddie Murphy's ability to play like these characters and be so versatile in that movie is huge, right? Like, because it's just as much like the Nutty Professor part is great, but the side characters, like the dinner table with like the grandfather or whatever.
What you gonna do, Cletus?
Yeah, like it's all very funny. Yes,
yeah, like killing it.
No, it's crazy because like on IMDb they give you like a trivia fact on there, and for most of the movies they weren't worth mentioning. But for this, it's kind of impressive. Like for a movie, they said most of the scenes between him and Dave Chappelle were improv.
Yeah,
look at that. Look at that greatness, dog.
Just like
look at that greatness, dog. That's what made it to film.
Yeah,
and Eddie Murphy historically, maybe one of the most underrated. I think he's rated highly from his peers.
Okay,
but like he took such a long time without doing anything that I think it's forgotten how amazing he was.
He was good. He was the show to me in the your white homeboy not Seth with the long hair, white boy with the girl with the swimsuit.
What?
Fucked up.
I need you to help me.
What?
The actor. He's crazy as hell. The actor is crazy as hell. He was just dating the white girl with the swimsuit thing. What? She's a surfer. Come on, bro. She's a surfer, and he went all crazy on her Instagram. Was like, "Hey, bitch, if you don't stop surfing with all these guys and posting these crazy pictures, I'm not fucking with you."
It's a white actor.
Blonde hair.
White actor.
Short fat dude. Short fat dude.
Jonah Hill.
I don't even.
Yes. Jonah Hill.
Yes.
I got that right.
Yes.
No. What?
Jonah Hill. That's what I'm talking about.
I was like, what are you giving me to even Google off?
Yeah. Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy in the movie. Eddie Murphy steals the show. He's still that guy.
Which movie?
The one on Netflix.
The one where like he's like not approving of him marrying his daughter.
Yeah. Mia Long
is
is in that bitch too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've not seen.
But
that
he
movie.
steals the show. Is what I meant to say. After taking such a long hiatus, this was what I say was his next biggest introduction or reintroduction into
that movie was called You People.
Yes, into the world, and Eddie Murphy steals the show. It's a Jonah Hill movie. It's about him as the main actor, but it's really about Eddie Murphy back being in this fucking movie, being funny and raunchy comedy. As a motherfucker, who the fuck you talking? Now I'm about to take you to the fucking hood, see what you got. It was that type of Eddie Murphy that we hadn't seen in a long time.
Yeah,
like this old raunchy shit that we used.
He's gonna be looked back on. Like I think he's gonna be always highly held in regard, but I do think
as he should
that long gap. Because he did so well in the 90s.
That Disney contract. Yeah. The Disney contract fucked him when he took the bad.
Doing so well in the 90s, both from, a movie standpoint, but also a stand-up standpoint, into then taking that long gap and not doing a ton. And then now that he's starting to come back and you're starting to see him more.
You fucked with Pluto Nash, huh?
No.
That was just shit, you fucking liar. All right. With the second pick in the third round.
Oh fuck,
Don
that's me.
Teasy, you are now on the clock.
Oh,
you have 15 seconds.
Nah, fuck that. You didn't run a timer for this nigga. This guy.
You have 15 seconds to make your pick, bitch.
Oh my god. Oh man, the list is looking sparse now.
Yeah, because you put all your stock into 97, 98.
Nah.
He had 10 movies in 97, 98.
Yeah. And that's what I was trying to tell him when he was like, I have 15 movies. I'm like, I don't know, man. You're gonna be
Nah, I'm cool.
put all his stock there.
So I think I'm gonna jump in the 94 to 96 bag.
Okay.
And
94 to 96.
I'm gonna run with Lil Rascals.
Okay. Curveball me.
skewing younger.
Curveball me.
Hey,
all right.
you got to remember what age was I in that time period?
No,
right?
you perfect.
You know,
no,
like,
he's less than that.
there's gonna
You were 5?
in '96. I was 3 years old. That wasn't out when it was out, but like it was one of those movies I remember having on like VHS, watching it over till the tape fucked up. Like
Heartwarming story about friendship and like being at that age when you're watching it.
It's one of those movies that like I remember being hilarious when I was younger, and then watching it back and just seeing it's still funny for an adult as well.
Yeah.
Like it's great that it can split the comedy both ways, and like I could watch it today and just love the movie the whole way through.
Can you let me know what I have? So I have 97 to 99, and I have 94 to 96, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm up with my back-to-back.
15
I'm still-
seconds on the clock.
I'm still going
seconds
back
on the
and forth
clock.
on my 90 to 93, but I think this is one I'm going to stay true to myself.
True to yourself. I love this pick.
And especially, I think Dante made it easier with going with Little Rascals for me to go with this option.
For your third pick, too.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Okay, pretty
Hold on.
high.
I'm a little
Pretty high for
nervous.
both you guys.
What time period did you say you going in?
90 to 93.
Oh fuck!
Hell, God,
I know
hell.
what you're taking.
No, he's not. No, he's not. You don't know.
There's a couple 90. I still have 4 movies on my 90 to 93 list, and I want to do some honorable mentions at the end because I know
I do
they're
want to
not
do
all
some
gonna get
honorable
picked.
mentions. Great. Yeah.
But I'm gonna take the movie that might be my favorite movie as a kid.
Oh
Okay.
god, no, he's gonna do it.
No, what is it?
I'm just sorry.
Come on.
What are you typing?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead and say it.
you know what I'm doing.
You go ahead and say
I'm
it.
doing.
You go ahead and say it.
I can't see it.
You
The
go ahead
Mighty
and say it.
Ducks. The Mighty Ducks. I'm taking the Mighty
I
Ducks.
almost wore my Mighty Ducks hat today, too.
Dude, I've been staring at Mighty Ducks merch. Like, not like I've been looking to buy a sweater for a while, and I just can't find the one.
Like
I
a
love.
jersey or a sweater?
Like one of the like hockey sweaters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But the Mighty Ducks.
I really want one of those Mighty Ducks starter jackets.
I just
Yeah.
scooped up a Mighty Ducks Mitchell and Ness hat the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old school joint.
Great colors too.
Yeah, great colors.
Mm.
Teal, burgundy, and
Yo, the starter
black
jacket
and
is
yellow.
fire, bro.
Come on,
if
man.
you can find those though, they're money.
No,
Yeah.
but heat.
Originally, like I had a different direction I was going to take with 90 to 93, but I do feel like this is an appropriate pick for me to just stay true to myself. A great comedy, but also just a movie that I put on once every year or two anyways now as an adult and still enjoy and get a ton out of.
And that right there influenced a lot of what I put on my list as well.
Yeah. So
Love that,
You know,
Lenny.
I have to imagine it has pretty good ratings. I
Oh
mean,
my
fuck
God.
fuck IMDb, fuck Rotten
Fuck
Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes, huh?
That's so crazy.
I can't see through his head.
23% on Rotten Tomatoes
Woo!
for the Mighty Ducks.
Shitty.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Shitty.
Like Emilio Estevez is such a great dickhead, and then like slowly grows into like this great character.
What just a great name in general.
Charlie Conway is a great lead, like leader of his team. Banksy, dude, like there's just like the Bash Brothers. There's so much going on in that movie, and you're not even getting into like the Abraham, or any of these other side characters. So I just think top to bottom a great movie. All right, before we jump into the 4th round,
Yes.
let's take another shot.
Yes.
Salute to a solid start to this draft.
To a
guys.
solid
It's been
start.
contentious but
Yes.
fun.
Yes.
It's been fun reminiscing
Cheers
about
with you guys.
our childhoods and beyond with these.
I also got a fun fact for you before we move on from
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks.
Hit me.
Love a
Yeah.
fun fact. Give it to me.
Somebody who was unknown at the time auditioned for the role of Charlie Conway, but his parents wouldn't let him do the movie at the time.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Same bucket. I'm a big Jake fan, so
Yeah,
yeah, I can see that.
I knew that. That's why I thought that fact would be fun for you. Why I said fun fact.
What can you?
I thought that fact would be fun.
Can you look up Jake Gyllenhaal and see what he was doing around 93, 94?
Who was your favorite white actor growing up? Because I know mine off the muscle. Do you want me to go first? But I do want to give you the space because I asked you, who's your favorite white actor growing up? Like childhood white actor?
Probably Adam Sandler.
That's not a
child actor.
He don't know.
He don't know.
Macaulay.
Mine would be JTT.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Yeah.
That's my favorite white actor.
Man of the House.
That was me and him was homeboys. That was my white homeboy.
Yeah, Home Improvement, I think.
Oh my God, bro, that was my white. Where I dapped up JTT.
Another interesting guy as far as like he was the guy.
He was the guy
in the 90s into the early 2000s with Kid X. Yeah, and he just made a bunch of bread.
Bro,
and was
he
like,
had a lot. Every
not.
white girl in my little middle school wanted JTT.
Yeah, JTT's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Big
little
fan.
bowl cut, blonde hair, white boy.
You have any childhood white actors, Dante?
I mean, the only one I can think of is Macaulay.
That's a good choice.
That's a solid choice.
It's a good choice. Yeah, Macaulay's good, man.
Solid choice. I don't know if is this overstepping boundaries? Is Home Alone and was this?
I did not put it because I didn't want to go holiday movie. It's on Dante's list.
It's on Dante's. Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Okay, great. So we can talk about it.
It is a comedy. I just didn't want to go.
This is vetoable.
It was on my backup list.
I just didn't want to go holiday.
This was vetoable to me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't for a host of reasons. I did not think this was in.
Why would it be vetoable as a comedy? It's definitely a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Yeah, it is. I don't think it meets our criteria for 90 comedy movies. Top five.
You don't think it's top 5? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think. I for a host of reasons.
I'd be okay if somebody
holiday,
used it, but
whatever it is.
I just didn't want to because I didn't. It's very thematic, you know. It's like
that's why I say that.
Yeah, like
it's not a standalone. It's not a standalone. But anyways, all right, Don Teasy.
No, it's me.
Oh, it's on you. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, you got to run it back.
With the first pick in the 4th round.
So listen, this is a pick that's not going to be on either one of your lists.
Leonard Dance, you're now on the clock.
I'm taking it because it's the director of this movie had a lot of impactful movies in the 90s into the early 2000s. Person I still like to this day. And it has a couple of iconic characters in it. There's a few different directions I could take it as far as which movies that I could choose, but I think this is the one that's the best of all of them.
Okay.
From the 94 to 96 bracket, this is one of my freebies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be taking Mallrats.
Okay. Very sleeperish. I like that.
Jay and Silent Bob. I think are just characters that resonate with people.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Lee is fantastic in this.
Good movie choice.
You have a small Ben Affleck role in it, and then Kevin Smith Smith. Like there, I don't want to list off all the movies, but like, not that I honestly don't think they're going to pop up on anybody's list. But we've talked about movies from Kevin Smith on here before. I just think that he had a certain niche in the 90s, and one of the things that I think builds comedy. We talked about Judd Apatow, and we talked about like it's the collection of friends all doing movies together. And like the Judd Apatow comedies, not to be able to segue away from the 90s and kind of give an example of like Seth Rogen, James Franco, Jonah Hill, like all these guys, Jason Segel, who all do like these movies together, and like that rapport that just shows up so well on screen. Kevin Smith did that in the 90s, and I think Mallrats is one of the best examples of that movie. So that's my 4th round pick. That is my first freebie off the board. It's tough because when you get into the freebies, I think it's even harder because you have a finite amount of spaces that you can choose, and there's a million great movies I want to choose from. But I just think that's a movie I'd like to have on my list. So Mallrats. Can you give me any stats about Mallrats?
Sure. First off, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 58, but
one of the higher Rotten Tomatoes scores we've gotten, I think, out of these movies.
Audience score was 82, so we will go with that. Box office. Damn, is that right? $2 million.
Not surprised.
with a budget of $6 million, so a flop.
Yeah, listen, like Kevin Smith, for one, I think the budget's important there. He is a person who's made a lot of his greatest hits off of doing very low budget. It's just more built around the characters. I'm not the box office is important, but yeah, like I just think that if you go and watch Mallrats today, there is still a level of appreciation that you can have for that movie.
Absolutely.
And like I said, Jay and Silent Bob, I think, are characters that resonate with people still to this day.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is one I've never seen, so
I recommend it. It's on one of the streaming services.
For sure, a good
I
movie.
definitely recommend watching it.
Okay. Oh, so
what's
stars.
and then the IMDb score? I think is very
7
high.
out of 10.
Yeah,
Oof.
it's really good. Okay, you're up, Dante.
Solid.
With the second pick in the 4th round.
So can you give us a recap of what you still need? You still need 90, 93, and you
Don
still need
Teasy,
94 to 96.
you are on the map
I
with
still got to put up
a
90
delayed
93.
time. Can you give us a quick recap, Don Teasy? Where you at, big dog? Can you give everybody's recap? Let's do that.
All right, so we'll start with you. It looks like you went with hitting all your categories before you went to your freebies. So you got your 90 to 93, then you got your 97 to 99, and then you got your 94 to 96.
And what were the movies for the people?
Mrs. Doubtfire,
Big game.
Liar Liar,
Big game.
and Nutty Professor.
Big game.
Great picks.
Big game.
And then I went back to back with my 97 and 99, so I used up one of my freebies on Blue Streak, Big Daddy. And then my 94 to 96 pick was Little Rascals. I still got a freebie on the board, and then I still got to hit a 90 to 93.
And then I have 4 picks already on the board.
You have 4 picks on the board, yep. So you already covered all your periods. And you got Friday, The Spy Who Shagged Me, Mighty Ducks, and Mallrats.
I'm feeling good about my list.
I'm
boys.
feeling good about my list, boys.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
I'm going to
There's
say
a
right
movie that I
now,
wanna
we
take
all
that I
got
can't
strong
because
lists. We all got strong lists.
Dante, I think the 4th pick is important for you.
The
Very.
4th pick is important for me.
It's the gift and the curse of only going once each time around. And like the way your list is set up, I think that this is an important one for you. I'm interested to see if you go freebie again or if you go and bang out your time period.
I am going to bang out my time period, 90 to 93. This is another back-to-back for as far as like kids movies. I'm going with The Sandlot.
That was on my
Yeah,
list.
I
That was
figured
definitely on my list.
Yeah.
I think that there's one more kids movie though, that from that time period that I think I might have gone with over it.
Really? Is it still on your list?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not going to take it, but we'll wait for honorable mentions.
Okay, I'm curious to
kind
hear
of
what
pull
that
that
is.
up, because I think this is a movie. When you think about it, it might be funnier overall. But The Sandlot, iconic movie. Again, like the one thing that you did with the Little Rascals pick, and again with this is like the idea of being a kid in that time period and watching these movies.
Talk about
is
it, bro.
like that is the summer, right? It's like
Being outside was
up
a
with
lot
your
different in the
friends.
90s.
Yeah, like meeting up with your friends in the middle of the summer.
What'd you say, Don Teasy?
I said being outside was a lot different in the 90s.
It is
Oh,
facts.
big facts.
It's facts, right?
Big
And that's why I
facts,
think this
dog.
movie is a great pick, because I do think it resonates on that level where it's like, damn, like meeting up with your friends and not like giving a fuck about your cell phone or like any of that bullshit, playing video games.
Life
It
was
like,
really different.
I'm gonna be out from the time the sun came up to the time the sun came down. We're gonna do
Life
whatever.
was really different, bro.
Like going to the local fair, like fucking around with like packing lips and like shit like that. Like, you know, like all that stuff. It's just like it just hits like home. Even though it's like a different time era, even to us, I think. It hits home. Yeah. And Ham Porter, like iconic character. Right?
Yes.
Have y'all seen any of their like recap things where they have met up now? Like
I mean, I've seen them when they've gotten older, and like
Yeah.
he still looks identical to what he did when he was a kid, which is crazy.
I know most people in their adult form, they're almost unrecognizable from like their kid actor period, but like he still looks the same.
Yeah.
Decent on Rotten Tomatoes too, 65 with an 89% audience score. And a success in the box office with a $7 million budget. They put out 32 mil.
I think that even still, like 65, that's high because of like what else we've looked at. That's still like low for I think the way that movie is viewed
True.
historically. Wendy Peppercorn, right?
Wendy Peppercorn.
That
Shout
her
her
name?
the fuck out.
I think I'm right. It's Wendy, right?
Oh, she was Wendy in the movie, but it's Marley Shelton.
No, but what's her? Is it Wendy Peppercorn in the movie, or does it just have her as Wendy?
It just shows Wendy.
I think it's Peppercorn's last name. Dude, like the fake drowning to make out with the hottest girl, like that's hysterical.
Hey,
Couldn't
come on,
get away
man.
with
Smart.
that now.
Smart.
Yeah. Like,
Nah, that's a Me Too charge now. Slow
The
down.
Beast.
Yeah.
okay, and so now we got you, D, with these are your last two picks.
With
They're
the
freebies, right? Both freebies.
yes, with the third pick. I'm sorry,
Fourth.
with the
Third pick in the fourth
third
round.
pick in the 4th round, D'Angelo, you are now on the clock. All right, guys. This was difficult.
Yo, the switch up on the voice. I can't.
We've reached a point in the game where this is really, really difficult for me because
Now you got to close it out.
I have 2 picks and I have 3 movies. I have 2 picks and I have 3 movies, and I'll tell you guys what they are because it's hard for me. One of these is near and dear to my heart. One is a comedy legend, and one is a motherfucking classic. And I'm struggling.
I'm
We gotta work this out. Too. We gotta work this out.
You might make this easy for me. Actually,
I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm not gonna go to classic. Fuck the classic. Even though I hope someone else picks it because I do think it's one of the best movies of the '90s period. Yeah, I think it's the best movie of the '90s period. So I'll go there first because I want you guys to know. Maybe somebody might pick it, so I'm not gonna steal it. With my 4th pick, I'm gonna go with this movie. Came out in 1998. Comedy legend. This actually only got a 6 on IMDb, a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. It made 190 M's though on like a $30 million budget. I'm Southern. I love Southern shit. I love football. Bobby motherfucking Boucher, come to the front of the desk. come tackle a motherfucker for me. Waterboy, you are my number 4 pick at 98. Come on now. Quotables galore. This man is a comedy legend. His fucking peak. We talked about this. He has so many movies in the 90s that I felt as I look at my last 3, how could I leave this person off? It's no way. This person was he's so instrumental in my upbringing into comedy. And since you took
Big Daddy,
I had to put Waterboy on here.
That was a struggle for me when he told me no same actors.
Yeah, Big Daddy was for sure gonna be my second pick.
I think this is tough because I still think again, and I'm not gonna take, like, Dante can't take another Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm not taking an Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Crazy, right?
Here's the thing.
Tough.
I think that these 2 movies are 2 of my favorite Adam Sandler movies.
Come on, man. I would watch that Waterboy right now.
I do not think they're the 2 most popular of the 90s, though.
I agree with you.
Are you talking about as far as Adam Sandler movies?
Yes.
You're gonna okay.
What? So we're done now because
I'm no more Adam Sandler.
What is more popular?
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
Happy Gilmore for sure.
But I think Billy Madison. It's almost criminal that Billy Madison's not going to end up on one of our lists because, like, I kind of wanted to take it, but I think there's another direction I want to go with mine.
You think Billy Madison is better than Waterboy and Big Daddy?
I think in general, maybe not to me personally, because I said Billy. Like, I think Dante hit it with Big Daddy was the one that I remember impacting me the most as a kid. But I think now when I watch back, I think that Billy Madison might be the funniest of any of them.
I'm going to run it back.
Just to give you a quick stat on Waterboy. Highest grossing sports comedy of all time.
Come on, man. Bro, they selling Bobby Boucher jerseys in lids in motherfucking the locker room
For
shit
real?
right now.
Oh shit!
You can get
I kind of want to get one. That's kind of
you can get with the Florida Gators Sugar Bowl shit where they went to. You can get the patch and all that shit on it right now.
That's kind of tough.
Let that resonate. This motherfucker transcended social shit so much. You can go and buy his throwback jersey.
Are they doing like a ton of movie jerseys in there? I'm curious now. Can I get a G Baby jersey?
Who?
G Baby.
Yes, you also
can get a G Baby jersey.
Yeah, they have it in there. You also can get Willie Beeman. They got Willie Beeman in that bitch too.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
G Baby might be the play though.
Yeah.
G Baby, we're not doing those types of movies, but G Baby is the character.
G Baby, yeah. Go get a G Baby.
You want to talk about a movie that made me cry like a motherfucker?
We going to the shit. What?
Do with the first pick
of the 5th round. Your last pick
of the 5th round. D'Angelo, you are on the clock for your last pick. All right, bet. All right, check this out. So This was tough too, y'all. But I ain't even gonna hold y'all. This was the original Project X. This was the original Superbad. This was me figuring out how to sneak out my mom's house to go and kick it with my peoples for a party. Not just any party.
Are you? I think
not,
I know where you're going.
Not just any party.
I think he's going to
not just any party. I'm going
party.
to a motherfucking house party.
I knew it. Yeah.
Kid and Play, 1990. This movie is near and dear to my heart. This taught me how to sneak out the crib, how to dance with the hoes, how to avoid the bullies, how to be funny, bring the liquor because the girls want you, how to flirt with the baddie. House Party touched me, touched a lot of us, and shaped our lives into what we now view as what a house party is. White boys took it to a whole new level and showed us what really house parties are, but nice way to start it. This got the ball rolling to show you what house party was. Pajama parties, college parties. House Party was the one. 1990, the original House Party. That's my fifth pick. Comedy, great. Shout you out, Kid and Play. Thank you for everything.
I think that there's two movies you could have gone with that fit this bill.
Yeah.
That's one. And the other one that I was going back and forth. My original pick for 1990 to 93, and this is this is gonna be an honorable mention because this wasn't gonna be. I knew this is the reason I didn't take it. Like I was kept going back and forth. Nobody was ever gonna take it.
Right.
For white people, I think Dazed and Confused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right.
That's on the list.
Like I think that is very much like those are the two movies that if you look at like coming of age, teaching you about how to be a teenager, graduating high school, like. That is those movies, right?
This is I just so happen to be right on the cusp of changing from old guard to new guard. Mm-hmm. So all of the old shit that I wanted to do to like sneak out the house, get out of the house, and do those things, my mama knew all those tricks, but the new tricks was coming. I.e. Superbad, i.e. Dazed and Confused, i.e. like what's the movie we just talked about? Outside of Superbad,
Project X.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like outside of those things where.
Mom goes away and just throw a fucking
I'm on the cusp of both of those things, right?
Yeah.
So this shaped me into being able to do both. All of my partying with my white friends, doing that shit, but also house party with the people. You got the boy who's DJ, bring the fucking crates, all that shit. It was a great time, man. I could not leave that movie off for me. That one was my near and dear to my heart. So number 5, my last pick in my draft, House Party. I don't know what it grossed. I didn't even look it up because I didn't care. Great motherfucking movie. Go watch House Party if you haven't seen it.
Let's see if I can give you some stats on that. Oh,
give me some stats, big dog.
That is not it.
That ain't the stats. I don't care what it says, whether it was successful or not. Okay. Listen, while you're looking it up, let me give y'all some social impact. If you don't know, Kid and Play have a nationally syndicated Geico commercial on TV right now. That lets you know where they are. This movie came out in 1990. That is, by my estimation, 34 years ago. And they are still getting commercials for the same movie that they made in 1990. Wow. In the commercial, they are having a house party that gets out of hand.
This is the oldest movie on our list, too.
Yeah.
Talk about it. What was the budget, big dog?
$2.5 million budget, 26.4 in the box
Just
office.
like Friday. Almost dead set to Friday. Friday was 3.5, and I think they made 29, 30, something like that, real close. The exact same thing, but the cultural impact is crazy. I'm in there. I ain't got too much to say. Fucking House Party. Martin, I'll do a little bit of cheat. I did cheat a little bit because Martin was in the movie.
But I think it depends. Like that rule.
Yeah. I will say that. I was going to end it with that. Martin is a supporting actor. Not
it comes down to what your role is in the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to strike it. But if you do go to the IMDb, how high up on the list is Martin Lawrence's role on the?
He up there.
He's 4th.
Yeah, he up
there. I think that is.
But I think that's more so like he's like top
Tisha
billing,
Campbell,
you know what I mean?
Kid and Play, and then Martin, right?
Yeah.
My man Bokeem was in that bitch.
I love Bokeem.
Bokeem was in that bitch. Yeah. Shout out Bokeem, my boy.
played like a bad guy in a million movies in like the early 2000s.
Shout out my boy Bo King whipping ass.
All right, Dante, you're up. Final pick.
Don Teasy. With the second pick of the 5th round, Don Teasy, Dirty Water ENT.
You have no years left. This is a freebie, right?
This is a freebie.
You are on the clock.
I'd be
for
interested
20
to go
seconds.
because there's one that's not on anybody's list, but you've gone kid movie, so I don't think you can go back to it.
Nah.
Come on, man. Play. What's a grown man movie that you fuck with?
Why you had to put me on the spot like that?
Because now you pick a teenage movie, gonna roast your ass.
No. I'm in a tough spot.
Bro, right? I can't wait till we get the honorable mentions. I gotta show love to people to some shit. I don't want nobody to come pull my card like, damn, you ain't pick that movie.
I'm in a tough spot, but I think
How many movies do you have left on your 15?
I got a lot.
Okay.
I got a lot.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna run with
As your last pick. What you got?
Don't Be a Menace.
Okay. Sleeper.
That's a sleeper?
Yeah.
How's that a sleeper?
With what's out, considering what's out there.
It's on a lot of lists for sure.
Considering what's out there, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, just as far as like, again, like 90s and maybe even more early 2000s influences, the Wayans brothers, like I had to have them on my list somewhere. And Don't Be a Menace is definitely another one of those quotable movies. Just completely out of pocket, hilarious, like, bitch, let me get your number. Like, you just can't, like, it's on my list.
I think the Wayans brothers are important to get on there too.
I like the Wayans.
You know?
Yeah.
Another thing where, like we were talking about with comedy, where you have this collection of people that keep coming back together to make very funny movies. You know, up through Scary Movie classic. And everything.
Yeah,
like,
another cult classic for sure too.
Yeah, I think Don't Be a Menace. It like is well deserved to be on the list
for sure.
Word. I'm glad that I was validated in my last.
I think you.
No. Oh, before I want to skip, give me some statistics, big dog. Talk about it. This your move. This your pick. I ain't gonna slide past it right.
I was trying to pull the statistics real quick. But we had a $19 million box office performance.
Okay.
Cost a lot to make though, huh?
Did it?
I mean, you have 26 in front of you, right?
No, that's
no.
Oh, that's still you. Okay.
And that's what that made.
Budget.
Yeah.
I got $4 million in cost to make.
That sounds about right.
That's a success.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Curious to see what the
IMDb gave this shit a 25.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, Rotten Tomato gave this shit a 25%.
For real?
I could just guess.
You ain't far off. 32
versus an 80 for audience score.
Yeah,
audience
like,
told them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, we fucked with this movie.
Yeah,
this might be one of the most cult classic-y movies on the list.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
A problem, bitch ass nigga. I'm rocking this whole bitch up. What you talking about? This was the original Up the Blitz. He was ready to blow this whole motherfucker up. I loved all of that. I'll shoot this whole shit up,
bro.
You ain't never met a motherfucker who would shoot this show. That was real life. We have a problem. I'll shoot this whole shit up, bruh. But
and I mean, I think that's the only parody movie on any of our lists too.
Touche.
Right?
Touche.
I feel like parodies didn't really pop off crazy until the 2000s.
Until the 2000s.
Scary Movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
The OG. That might be the OG on the low.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Wayans, they started the wave of parody movies. Okay. With the last pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant, Leonard Dance. You have 2 picks back to back.
No, I don't. I have 1 pick.
You have 1 pick. You have one last pick. Your 5th pick.
I'm going through a little bit of what you went through where I had 2 movies I really wanted to get, and I only have 1 spot left.
Okay.
And I know what direction I'm going to take. And I'm going to throw my other one out in honorable mention.
Talk us through it.
So originally, before I get to my honorable mention, like I really wanted a Jim Carrey movie on there, and there was one I really wanted, but I don't think I can take it because I think that there's a movie I'd rather have on my list.
All right.
So I'm going to go into the 97 and 99 bucket.
So I just, before you go, and you're looking at his list, Dante, can you read me his list, please? Pretty please.
So he started off with Stealing Friday from you.
Yeah.
Then he stole The Spy Who Shagged Me from me.
Okay. Both of you.
Then backed it up with stealing Mighty Ducks from me.
Okay.
And then took Mallrats.
All right. So for the record, Mr. Leonard, by my estimation, it looks like you only have one like legend on the list.
Yeah.
I just wanna just to say that for
You don't think The Spy Who Shagged Me is a legendary movie? Austin
I
Powers.
thought that's who he was talking about.
No,
Mike
he's
Myers.
talking about Friday.
Oh,
But I'm saying
I actually no.
Austin
I actually
Powers-
was talking about Austin Powers as the legendary
Like
funny.
okay.
As a legendary funny person.
Okay.
Michael Myers has a legendary funny.
Yeah. So there are
resume.
a couple people that I'm leaving off.
Yeah.
For iconic characters.
I just wanted to say that
I have 3 iconic characters that I'm not putting on my
for
list
your
that I would have
purposes
really
of
liked.
the type of person that you are. For your audience, you leaving off legends.
Because there's one
Kinda
bigger
shocks me,
one
bro.
that none of us said that I think in the 90s is a GOAT.
Let's talk about it after this. Go.
But what I'm going to go with is from 97 to 99.
I think I know which one you're talking about. We left off too.
I hope you say this. That'll be great.
I'm going to go with There's Something About Mary.
Yes! That was my sleeper. Yes, my motherfucking dog.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm going to go with There's Something About Mary as my last pick.
Yes, bro. Yes.
I think it hits that like theme that I love in movies.
This is the top 10. I don't mean to commandeer your shit.
Yeah.
This is a top 10 90s movie, period.
Yeah, it's fucking hysterical.
I know I've seen that movie and I don't remember much from that movie.
Run it back.
But I do remember that being one of my first movie titties.
Dog. I'm hyping this motherfucking movie up, bro. From a cultural standpoint, this is the movie that transcended black and white at my high school. I went to a predominantly 50-50 high school.
Everybody remembers him busting and her fucking
and her she did the cow lick?
Yeah,
Bro.
Slicking her hair
Come
with
on,
it.
Man.
You like all
this
like,
was it.
What's it? Dylan. What the fuck's his last name? Give me a second, everybody.
Yeah.
Matt Dillon.
Yeah.
Matt Dillon is like the dickhead, like that she likes. But
she
like
likes,
Ben Stiller coming through is like the good guy. Like, I think it
prime Cameron Diaz.
Yes, and like Cameron Diaz is a GOAT too. Like I think it was tough because I'm leaving off a lot of those, like, to your point. Like I don't have a lot of iconic characters. I think Mike Myers.
So now that our lists are complete,
but
was the Jim Carrey movie you were talking about? Or I don't want to speed past Something About Mary. I'll let you finish with that.
You're fine. No, you're cool. We're good. If you could look up box office and stuff for me real quick on that, I appreciate
look at them big stats.
But I was just curious to know
question.
the Jim Carrey movie you were talking about. Were you going to go to Ace Ventura?
No. So those are the two that
it was Ace Ventura, Jumanji.
No,
but
that's
Jumanji
not, he
ain't
didn't
a
do
comedy.
Jumanji. Jim Carrey's not Jumanji.
I'm bugging. That's what I wanted to do.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. That was on my list. Dumb and Dumber was
those
on my
weren't
list.
the Jim Carrey movies. I have one that I think's a
The
different
Mask?
pick. No, that's another one.
Those are
this
only
man's
3.
a GOAT, by the way. I got another one.
For the 90s?
I got another one, my man.
What's I'm listening?
Honorable mention, The Truman Show.
Okay.
That's his second highest grossing.
So here's the thing.
That's his second highest grossing.
I was going to put The Truman Show because I think it's so culturally relevant today. It's a fantastic movie, but also how much social media has permeated our lives today. I think that The Truman Show is super interesting that it came out when it did, and it's so relatable to what reality TV turned into and like all of that stuff that's why I kind of wanted it on my list as far as a Jim Carrey movie. But I think that there's something about Mary when you're just talking strictly a comedy standpoint.
Strictly,
you've gotta,
you cannot
like that for fifth pick. It just felt like the strongest.
Bro, I'm so
pick.
glad that you put that. That was really my struggle, and that's what I said.
The highest Rotten Tomatoes score of any of the movies on that.
Listen, big dog.
Rotten Tomatoes fucks with it more than the audience, apparently.
I'm not surprised.
That's crazy.
I'm not. I told you that this is my out of all the movies that only any of us have named, just as a movie.
Yeah.
This should be in everyone's top 10, period.
Yes.
10. Something About Mary as a movie. So that was my struggle. I chose to go with House Party instead, just 'cause I needed that on my
I feel you.
But like, I'm glad you picked that, bro. Hell yeah.
So that is the draft, everybody.
Yo.
Before we do our honorable mentions, let's recap
was a solid draft.
Let's recap the picks real quick before we do some honorable mentions.
I want to hear in the comments who y'all think got the best draft.
Yeah, please do.
Yes.
Hey,
we got
make sure you publish it too, so everybody can see them. Who got the best draft? I'll bust y'all heads.
I don't know, man. I feel pretty good.
Nah, fuck out of here.
I feel pretty fucking
fuck
good, bro.
Listen, without nobody naming Dumber and Dumber because you couldn't pick one, that's a crazy miss for both of y'all.
Well, so you know what was funny
Dumber and Dumber is a
Ace Ventura
crazy
and Matt.
miss.
Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber. I was gonna have one of them on my list because R.I.P. to our guy, not dead but not on the pod. Matt, like those are his favorite. '90s movies.
I'm pretty sure his
miss.
go-to
Nobody
Jim Carrey
has it,
movie
Rush
is
Hour.
The Mask.
Rush Hour is a miss. Nobody has it, and I know we made mention of it.
Yeah,
but
you
no
guys
Rush
could have
Hour.
taken it. It should be on the list.
It should be on the list. I couldn't put that above House Party, dog.
Fair.
I couldn't. I'm sorry.
And Dante already burned back-to-back
He
90s,
burned-
97 and 99.
Yeah. I was a little hot in that category,
Hot.
so I
This
couldn't take
motherfucker went
it.
hot 97, 98. Oh, blew his load quick.
Hey,
No
I
Rush
backed
Hour.
off though. I backed off.
Yeah, no Rush Hour. Oh yeah, read the list, bro. Cause we all of us ready to get in honorable mentions. We ready to get this shit off.
All right, so let's see. D got Mrs. Doubtfire,
Come on, man.
Liar Liar.
Whoa. Let these people know where I got my shit ranked, big dog.
Oh, we going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, cool.
So his first round pick was Mrs. Doubtfire. That he
Ooh,
followed up with
toodaloo.
Liar Liar. He hit him with Nutty Professor. Then we got Waterboy. And we finished it off with House Party.
Come on, man. Come on. Fuck with me.
I
Don
think they
Teasy,
fucking
Dirty
with
Water
me.
ENT, where you at?
I think they fucking with me. On my list,
Let me see.
I think if you have a lot of nostalgic, like people who watch movies as kids, they fuck with your list, Dante.
Is that not what I was
You ain't
doing in
seen
this
a lot
time
of
period?
movies?
Watching
You fucking
movies as a
with
kid?
it?
like I think if you're just purely saying like, oh, I remember when I was a kid and I watched like Little Rascals.
Yeah, your list
It hits.
is very auntie-ish.
Auntie-ish?
Yeah, the aunties put these on for the babies type shit.
Oh yeah, let me put on Don't Be a Menace for the babies.
That's at 5. Relax.
Oh man. So I went with Blue Street.
That's a great number.
Great number one.
Great number one.
Yeah, we all love that number one.
Thank you. After dogging my list just 10 seconds ago.
I love
Yeah.
balance.
I dog parts of your list.
Yeah, balance.
Then I hit him with Big Daddy.
Yeah,
Another great pick.
yeah.
I think 3 and 4 are going to be where you might lose people.
Little Rascals in the Sandlot.
Yeah, like they're great. Don't get me wrong, but like they're both from the same bracket of kind of movie. That you're going to be very reliant on people being like
Really high on your 1 and 2 pick,
Well,
which
and
could be real.
people being like, oh, I loved when I was a kid and I watched that. Like I have one kid movie in there, and if I had to let you get Mighty Duck, I could have let you tank your whole list.
Yeah, on the low, you should have played some defense
Yeah, like I wanted
because you had enough room
So-
to go get something else at.
So I think the tough thing, right, is I wanted a kids movie on my list, right? And Mighty Ducks was going to be my pocket for my 90 to 93.
and then you ended with
But
Don't Be a
then,
Menace.
then I had to switch up and I went with Little Rascals.
Okay.
And then I realized when I did that, I could have went Sandlot, and I was like, damn, I like that one. And I just kind of threw my list off because I was thinking in the moment, not in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, man.
because I think your list at 97 and 99 was probably deeper, and I think honestly, Rush Hour looks better on your list.
Rush Hour looks crazy on your list, cuz if you take off one of them kid movies and put Rush Hour and then Don't Be a Menace,
You might have it.
Hey, don't take it as y'all are convincing me either. I still feel my
Oh,
list
we don't
is
give
solid.
a fuck. It's on the boards now. You've already
My list is
drafted the
solid.
Sandlot.
All right, so put up the winner, like that, like list my movies.
What?
Okay, so in last place, we have Lenny.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, yo, all y'all in the comments. We don't gotta make a poll. Y'all in the comments, just vote.
No, we're going to make a poll. That's it.
Vote for what y'all give us as a draft grade. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows Dante got the F.
When we put this up
Yeah,
on social media, we're not putting names above the list.
Yo, I like that.
We're not letting people
I
know.
like
who
that.
picked
I
what.
like that.
We're
I
just
like
putting
that.
them up. These are the 5. We're gonna put the categories on the side.
Oh, so we could get a screen grab of the list, and then we'll put a poll on IG or something.
Well, so no,
Please
I'm gonna
do.
tell you how I want the graphic to look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to make a graphic. for this.
Yeah.
this
please
man gonna
do.
tell me
Bro,
how he wants me
I
to
need
make
this
it.
graphic because
Okay, here's the thing. You don't have to green screen edit this week, Dante. Guess what? You
So
got
I
some
got a
other
whole
work
lot
to
of
do,
other
brother.
editing.
Yeah, you got some other work to do.
Yeah.
I still got to build the whole draft visuals and everything. Like I still got a lot of editing to do.
All right. Okay.
All right. Without further ado, Lenny's list.
Yes, sir.
The one
Read
y'all have not been waiting for.
Read it. First round pick.
Friday.
Great pick.
Goated.
Woo!
I'll give him that.
Big goated.
Then he hit him with The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Goated.
Yes,
Another
sir.
goated movie, yeah.
The Mighty Ducks.
Hit the kid vote. Sprinkle it in there.
Mallrats.
That's gonna be the one that I think, like, for a lot of people, it was a personal choice.
If you know, you know. That's an if you know, you
like
know.
I get like that one's the top. Like that's the one that's most debatable on my whole list. I think.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Yeah. And then we finished it off with There's Something About Mary.
Oh my God. That's the one, really. That's really his one.
I think I got comedy heaters.
That's really his one. That's really his one if I'm looking at it from a totality standpoint.
And I got it at fifth round value. Last round.
Yeah, he hits the black vote at Friday.
Yep.
Dante, I'm going through him. He hits the black vote at Friday. At number 2, he hits the transcend.
Mm-hmm.
At number 3, he hits the kid.
Are you hitting kids, bro?
At number 4,
I hit the niche.
He hit the niche, Mallrats.
Like, you know.
And then at number 5, he hits a motherfucking classic. If I'm looking at his team, it's
pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not trying to hate.
I'm not a hater, dog.
I think
That's a good
Dean's
ass
list
team.
is great. Dante, I've already listed my one little
Yeah,
gripe with
we
yours.
gonna bust
Those 3
when you
and 4.
put your 3 and your 4 guard in, we gonna bust your 3.
Your 1 and 2 are like
your 1 and your 2 are Hall of Famers.
Yeah. Yeah, you got Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah. But you can't.
Let's put some context on this.
In pick and roll, we busting their ass.
Let's put some context on this, all right?
They cannot pop out on a 3-4 pick and roll.
Y'all got more experience with me as far as drafts go.
Okay. All right. Hey,
this is, by all intents and purposes, my first draft.
This was your first one as a GM. And you understand. Now you understand. You got to play a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense.
Yeah.
You got to plan for the future because you don't know what's going to take. Lenny taking my number 1 at Friday almost fucked me up, dog.
You still came out with a solid list, though.
I had to pivot real quick.
It was a good pivot.
Yeah,
Dante, real quick, something I got to cut. Who's the middle mic?
Me.
Mic 3 is either... Oh, it's you.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm the middle mic?
Yeah.
Look how small my things are.
When the fuck did you get so quiet? Because it was even in the beginning. Oh, wait. Now it looks normal.
Okay. All right. Whatever. Yeah. Fine.
That's weird. Okay.
Okay. I just want to double check that. We'll back it.
I think the software was just showing it weird, but I think it's coming in even.
Okay. So with that all being said, let's run through some honorable mentions. We got a few minutes left here.
Yeah.
We're going kind of long, but this is going to happen.
Yeah. Real fast.
So let's work through some brackets first. Let's go 90-93. Is there anything we missed? I had one on here that I'd said to you, Dante, about kids movies that I might consider taking over The Sandlot. So I had already mentioned Dazed and Confused as my other 90-93. I had one more left that we never listed.
Okay.
Cool Runnings.
Okay.
Oh my God. So, great movie.
That was on the backup list.
One for the rhythm. One for the show.
I think that shows up better on your list maybe than The Sandlot does.
Yeah.
You picked 2 kids. Oof. That's weird.
That's a Disney movie, but I think that people would have shown it and been like, "Oh damn, I didn't even think about Cool Runnings."
Cool Runnings for sure.
Because I saw it on the list and
Shout
I was
out
like,
to all
"Fuck, I
my
forgot
Jamaicans."
I forgot about that being in that time period.
Wow, go
on. Any other 90s to 93 that you guys had?
Nah,
hold on, let me take a look here. Nah, we hit them all.
Okay, so 94 to 96. I think I already said Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. They should. I think on a lot of people's lists they show up.
Don Teasy.
I think they're well deserved.
For 94 to 96, I had another kids movie on there.
Heavyweights?
Matilda.
Nah.
Damn. All right. I had Heavyweights on my list too.
I had Matilda.
I saw Heavyweights on the list, but the problem is I've heard about that movie. I've never seen it.
Okay, that's fair.
I ain't gonna let you get off with this. Yeah, you already gave me the nod. Yo, in 96, Matilda is a goat.
It's a good movie. It's not a comedy.
You don't think Matilda? Okay, I'm cool with that.
It teeters a line, yeah.
I'm cool with that being vetoed. We don't gotta stay there long.
I don't think
I
it's
got.
funny.
So
I got 2 in 95.
What's your kids movie? Because he never said it.
Oh,
Richie Rich.
Okay, Richie Rich.
Oh, great.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean,
when did Blank Check come out? Can you double check that one?
Same year, 94.
Because Blank Check's another great one. I do have a couple more too, but I want to hear yours.
I got 2 in 95 because we cut out the 96. 2 in 95.
I got 95 as well.
I got Coolest and Major Pain.
Yeah, Major Pain I thought was like a low-key sleeper.
So that was where I was teetering with Don't Be a Menace or Major Pain.
I think Don't Be a Menace is a better pick.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Don't Be a Menace is a better
you
pick.
You needed it for your list because I don't know if Major Pain shows up right.
In your list, Major Pain is too culty. That had to be like your 4th pick to say, "Hey, this
Don't
is
Be a Menace is culty, but it's more widely.
Exactly, it's a bigger culty than Major Pain,
especially from the ages of like 30 to 40. People
can't
know.
Hit you. I need some Major Pain in my life. Whoa, hey, yo,
whoa,
hey.
whoa,
hey,
whoa, whoa,
hey. If you made it this far and you caught that, that's crazy. Major Pain was nuts.
Yeah, you know Lenny's clipping that one, right?
You had said one before we recorded, and I do want to give it a shout out. You had said Mars Attack.
Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks.
Oh,
is
Lenny.
not only a great comedy.
Mars Attacks.
The cast for Mars Attacks might be one of the if you said Mars Attacks, you probably couldn't list other movies because of how many goated actors are in that movie.
Mars
It is
Attacks.
crazy.
Crazy.
So I had Mars Attacks. I also had Clerks in there in the Kevin Smith run.
Clerks.
I obviously used Mallrats instead. The one other one that's not on here that we don't use, another Jackie Chan one. Rumble in the Bronx.
Rumble in the Bronx. Yeah.
Rumble in the Bronx would have
That's
been
another
my
one I
other
haven't seen.
That's not a comedy.
It's funny. It's funny.
That's not a comedy.
It's funny. You could have vetoed it.
I'd have
but
vetoed
like,
that. Yeah, I would have vetoed the fuck
But
out of that.
I had that on
I
there
had that on
too.
DVD.
So yeah, the ones I didn't use were Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Mars Attacks, Heavyweights, Clerks, and Rumble in the Bronx.
I also had at 99 Life.
99?
At 99, but I couldn't use it because
I got
it was
some
Martin and
99s
Eddie.
that
So
were
another
not.
99 that I left off that I thought was big, and it's kind of wild that we didn't bring him on. Deuce Bigelow.
Solid.
It doesn't hit me the same
No?
way, but
Yeah,
like
solid.
it is
It's
a
okay.
comedy that's looked
Yeah.
back on point.
Especially not when if you tell me Deuce Bigelow came out and I tell you Life came out in 99, like those ain't the same category.
I got a
of people
deep
that
list
and,
in 97 and 99 that I didn't use. And one that I thought Dante, he burned himself because the kid's movie I think he should have used is Good Burger.
Okay.
I think Good Burger is a
Good
better
Burger is solid.
graphic,
Yeah.
like as far as like people seeing it on a list. I think Good Burger resonates with people
Yeah.
more. My Adam Sandler
Good Burger is a
sleeper.
good one. I found the other movies on my list to be better.
Better movies. Overall.
The
That's why I would've took it as
Adam
on TV.
Sandler movie that we haven't talked about
Is
that I love is, and I've watched it as I got older. I didn't watch it in the 90s. The Wedding Singer. I think
wasn't even one of my big ones.
I
bro.
think that's a great movie. It's a little bit
Solid.
more rom than com, but
for sure.
But
For
like,
sure.
I think it's a very good movie. I think one that people are going to look for on our list is Office Space.
Office Space.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people
Didn't
look
get
for that, yeah.
didn't get any love. I have 10 Things I Hate About You.
10 Things I Hate About You was on my list.
Really good.
Yeah, very good movie.
Heath Ledger, like young
Ledger.
Heath Ledger, really
OG
good.
Heath Ledger.
Julia
Young boy.
Stiles, Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
Yeah.
like a really great cast of young actors
Yeah.
in it. I Can't Hardly Wait as another rom-com that I think could have shown up on there with Jennifer Love Hewitt as the lead female,
Shout
one of the
her
hottest
out.
chicks of the 90s.
Hottest chicks in the 90s.
Men in Black.
I had that on my list, but
Yeah.
I that was another
It didn't
one
feel
of
like it
mine.
needed because it's not true comedy.
Not
Like it's
true
an
comedy.
action movie, but it
Yeah,
is very
no.
funny, I think. Mystery Men.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I don't know what that one is.
Mystery Men, you look up the cast for Mystery Men, it is crazy.
Mhm.
Mystery Men had, like, that's a Ben Stiller movie, but it had a great supporting cast to it.
Mhm.
1999, really, really good movie. And then the last one I had that I didn't use was She's All That.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That was on my list too. That was definitely on my list too. Random side note too. As we're talking about movies, and obviously all these things are on streaming. Your Voodoo story about
Oh, yeah.
About you.
yeah.
About you.
Because he almost did it. Yeah.
about you and I.
Yeah.
I'm so glad, right? As I'm watching, I'm like, I'm on the roller coaster, y'all. I'm so pissed because I'm like, damn, Lenny talking shit about me. Like, I know it's about me. He hasn't really name dropped me yet at this point. I'm like, motherfucker, like I told you the story, bro. I fucking forgot. Then he's like, to be fair, D did. I don't believe D did this. Like, you
I know, I knew you did.
Yeah, like maliciously, like he just said it. Forgot. He's like, so he's texting me, bro. Honestly, when you're like, I would never buy that movie. I was like, me neither. I bought it for the cheese, bro. I never bought it. This movie was so ass. Yo, I was so mad, but like, yeah, everything as you're laughing right now, Don TZ, everything that he told about the story was 100% true. He's like, yo, damn, I saw the thing.
I remember when it happened because he told me about it right after.
It's like, I only have 2 people have my password. And I don't understand what
Don
this
TZ,
it didn't even register at
Don
first.
TZ, listen, bro. Once I bought it, and I was like, yo, I'm about to text my mans. let him know I bought the movie. But then I got sidetracked and I forgot. I
I'm
didn't see him until
chasing
next
Voodoo
week.
down. I'm like, you motherfuckers letting people my purse.
My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Shout you out, bro. You were real.
Oh, shit.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad, man.
All right. Do we have any more?
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Man, all right. Like, let us know what you think about the list. I think this was fucking good.
Please, yo,
I think this is a really fun topic.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad we were able to put this one together.
For sure.
I think it worked out better than I could have imagined it.
Yeah, no, the draft style definitely fucked me up, but it worked.
It
was
now
fun.
you'll be better prepared for next time.
Yeah.
For next time.
So that was a lot of fun. Let us know who you think won out there, please. Drop a like. If you got this far through the video, please drop a like. You spent this much fucking time with us.
Obviously.
Drop a goddamn like on the
please,
video.
like, just let us know. And vote for your boy.
Yeah, tell your friends to come check out the top 5. Also, you can listen to us anywhere audio podcasts are provided, as always. Give them a shout on your socials, D.
DEE.ALSTON_. Follow me, fuck with me. I got you.
Didn't you change your at?
Oh, at D Austin.
I thought it was D4.
No. I haven't been in the studio in a long time, and you've been. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I forgot, dude. My bad.
Well, I sucked up.
Wow.
And Dante, are you streaming?
Are you?
Do you stream?
Do you? I will.
All right, bet. Yeah.
Allegedly, it's getting real like legendary.
It's the repeating promise that I keep falling on.
Yeah. I mean, we're 30 days in now, and you haven't.
Yeah. We're not gonna have it up behind us on the green screen this time. What is the at?
Dirty Water ENT on Instagram. Dirty Water _ENT. Nah. Fuck, I fucked it up now.
Don't even remember you been on it.
Yeah, I mean,
Dirty Water ENT on Twitch. Dirty Water _ENT on YouTube.
I was about to ask the motherfucker what does he do on his socials, but you just told me it's not even active.
Touching them. They ain't touching them.
Wow.
Ain't talking to people like that.
Wow, you're not even touching your peoples.
Whoa. It ain't that kind of show.
Are you touching your audience or no?
I didn't shout out my OnlyFans, bro.
Hey, yo, Chocolate Thunder, Dirty Chocolate Thunder.
That actually kind of works. So.
Oh shit.
At Dirty Water ENT _ some shit. Anywhere you can find fucking Dante not streaming.
Where can they find you?
And then we're anywhere. We're all over social media at For Those with Good Taste on Instagram, at Good Taste Live on X. And at FTWGT on TikTok. And we are on all of, as I said, any audio podcast platform. And right here on YouTube. Every single week on Mondays, we drop a podcast.
What about the other one?
You want to do it?
But like you should do it. Like, because I feel like, didn't you you're missing one of your...
I've grown as an adult.
Okay,
if you want me to do it, all right, you can find us on Spotify, at Google Podcast, on iTunes, on the podcast channel there, Pandora, iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
It's somewhere like D's what? D's, huh?
D's what?
D's where?
D's motherfucking nuts,
baby.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
For those that don't know, they're talking about Deezer.
Hell yeah.
And with that being said, we love you all. Folly adieu. And hit him with them gunshots. Boys.
Come on, man.
Bang.
For those with good taste.